Have you ever bought something just because it was on sale, even if you didn't really need it? Or maybe you held onto a stock for way too long just because you didn't want to admit it was a bad investment. If you said yes, congrats, you're human. And your emotions are probably messing with your money more than you think. Today, we're breaking down 3 powerful psychological traps: anchoring, FOMO, and the sunk cost fallacy, and how they quietly sabotage your finances. Imagine buying Bitcoin at $60,000 just because your coworker told you it was going to the moon, or refusing to cancel a gym membership you never use because you already paid for it. Sounds familiar? These are emotional decisions, disguised as logical ones. Anchoring. The first price is a trap. Anchoring happens when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we see, usually a price, to make financial decisions. Let's say you're shopping for a new phone. You see one that costs $400 and another for $900. Suddenly, the $900 phone feels like a bargain, even though it's still expensive. That one $400 was the anchor. Real-world impact. Retailers do this on purpose. It's why you see was $299 now $149 all over the place. In real estate, buyers often overpay because they're anchored to the listing price instead of the actual value. Anchoring doesn't just affect spending, it messes with investing too. A stock you bought at $100 drops to $60. You don't sell because you're waiting for it to get back to $100. But that number is irrelevant. It's just your anchor. The market doesn't care what you paid. What to do instead? Always compare value, not price. Ask, would I buy this again at this price today? Set budgets or valuations in advance to avoid being swayed by first impressions. FOMO, fear of missing out. Divorce, fear of missing money. FOMO is that itchy, anxious feeling when you think everyone else is making money but you. It makes you buy high, sell low, and chase trends with zero due diligence. Example. Think of meme stocks like GameStop or Dogecoin. Most people jumped in after the big spike, driven by hype, not logic. NFT booms, luxury goods, even Airbnb investments, FOMO drives people to act fast without checking the fundamentals. If your reason to buy is because everyone else is, that's not investing. That's gambling. Why this happens? Our brains are wired to avoid regret and loss. FOMO plays into social proof. If everyone's doing it, it must be right. The dopamine rush of being in on something early clouds critical thinking. How to fight it? Have an investment checklist or wait 24 hours before big purchases. Remind yourself, you only see other people's wins, not their losses. Follow a long-term plan. Trends come and go. Discipline builds wealth. The sunk cost fallacy, throwing good money after bad. The sunk cost fallacy is when we continue investing time, money, or energy into something just because we've already invested a lot. But past investment doesn't justify future spending. That money is gone. Real-world examples. You bought a $100 concert ticket, but you're sick the night of the show. You go anyway because you don't want to waste the money. You spent $5,000 fixing your old car. Now it needs another $2,000, and you feel you have to fix it because you've already spent so much. It's like ordering too much food and forcing yourself to eat it. You're not saving money, you're just making yourself sick. In business and investing, entrepreneurs often continue funding failing ideas because they can't emotionally detach. Investors refuse to sell bad stocks because they don't want to take a loss. But that loss already happened. The money's just tied up now. What to do instead? Ask, if I hadn't already spent the money, would I still make this choice? Set exit strategies before you enter. Know your stop-loss point. How to take back control. Money is emotional, and that's okay. But recognizing how emotions like anchoring, FOMO, and the sunk cost fallacy sneak into our decisions is the first step toward financial clarity. Quick recap. Anchoring. Don't let first numbers lock you in. FOMO. Hype is not a strategy. Sunk cost. Don't double down on regret. If you've made emotional money decisions before, join the club. But from now on, you can choose awareness over autopilot. The next time your feelings try to take the wheel, you'll know how to hit the brakes. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and comment below with your biggest money mistake and what you learned from it. I'll be reading them all.